Everybody, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, we reached 91,000 subscribers last night. I appreciate everybody in the DRC family as we continue to grow and get stronger. Pretty soon, we'll be at that 100K mark, and the celebration will really begin. I appreciate each and every one of you. And also, I'd like to wish you a happy Friday, and you know what that means. The Story Time with Stock Market Steve live stream starts tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I can't wait to sit down and talk with you guys and get some laughs in and just chop it up. But big news out of State Line, Mississippi. Shout out State Line. And where it was a Clark's gas station, an Exxon gas station to be exact. On January 1st, a woman named Rhonda Denson, her boyfriend Lester Campbell, and a customer whose name escapes me right now, I apologize, were all gunned down by unknown gunmen who came in the store, killed all three of them, took cigarettes, money, and then one of the customers' cars, who was outside pumping gas, who was also killed, and ran 4 miles down the road, jumped out of that car and into a waiting car, that drove away. Now, an arrest has been made, and this is the guy that they're connecting to it. Boom. This guy's name is Drexler Johnson, 37 years old, right? And this guy was arrested yesterday morning in Wayne County, Mississippi, and charged with accessory after the fact and conspiracy to commit a crime. Here's the update so far, and we'll come back and talk about it.
Natalie, thank you. A breaking development in the New Year's Day triple homicide in State Line, Mississippi. Drexler Johnson arrested this morning in connection to that case, and our Lee Peck is picking up the story for you tonight in studio. Lee, do the sheriff investigators believe Johnson is the guy?
Well, at this point, it's still unclear what his alleged involvement is. Greene County Sheriff Ryan Wally telling Fox 10 News he can't answer that question right now. Meanwhile, Johnson is charged with accessory after the fact and conspiracy to commit a crime, as this investigation is still very much ongoing. Tonight, lots of questions for 37-year-old Drexler Johnson, arrested this morning in connection with the New Year's Day triple homicide at the Clark's gas station in State Line, Mississippi. The arrest comes 8 days after investigators say this masked gunman was waiting outside the back of the building for the gas station to open, eventually going inside, robbing the station, and shooting store clerk Rhonda Denson, her boyfriend Lester Campbell, and customer Jason Thornton. Greene County Sheriff's investigators recovering a stolen vehicle 4 miles down the road off Highway 42. Since then, reward money for information leading to an arrest has grown to $100,000. At this time, Johnson is the only arrest in the case. He's charged with accessory after the fact and conspiracy to commit a crime. Greene County Sheriff Ryan Wally explains.
After the fact, the meaning of that is providing criminal assistance to the homicides. And I asked that anyone with more information to continue to contact our office.
This was the scene this afternoon in State Line, a large law enforcement presence about a mile from the Clark's gas station. Greene County deputies stopping every car as they passed through the intersection. However, they would not say if it was connected to the investigation. Meanwhile, Johnson has a criminal history dating back to 2007. This court appearance from last summer when he was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. It's a charge that was later dropped after the judge in the case said there was not enough evidence to move forward. Tonight, Johnson remains jailed as the investigation and search for answers continues. Sheriff Wally also says they are still actively investigating the case, which is his #1 priority, to provide justice to all the families affected by this tragedy.
Okay, guys, that's the story of this guy, Drexler Johnson, 37 years old, locked up. Last year, he had a murder charge that was dropped due to not enough evidence. Now, the stuff that was read, the charges, this is not the shooter. I don't believe he is, and the police don't believe he is. And proof of that is, look what he was charged with. Accessory after the fact and conspiracy to commit a crime. Accessory after the fact, ladies and gentlemen, is you was a part of a crime, but you wasn't present. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you knew about it and you participated in it somewhat. Meaning he might have been the driver in that other car when he stole the car and got to where he was, or he might have dropped him off behind that building where he was lying in wait to go in there and slaughter these people. Another thing with the charges that you see up here, right? It says he's charged with accessory after the fact and conspiracy to commit murder. He had issues with somebody in there. My honest opinion, I think it was Lester Campbell, the man, the boyfriend. And the boyfriend was a handyman and he did a lot of other stuff, right? I think, and this is just me, I think it has something to do with the man Lester Campbell. Honestly. Because I don't think, Lester Campbell's a bad guy or anything. I don't know. But this guy went into the store. He went and lied in wait, in ambush. Rhonda Denson works there in the morning. Lester Campbell is a boyfriend. He might sit out there with her until, it gets a little bit later in the day, and then he leaves because he don't want her by herself out there. It was dark when this guy ran in there. It's dark in the morning in the winter. He might be sitting in there waiting, and somebody might have known his movements. Therefore, they ambushed him. Because the customer, I don't think was the person that was the target, because they would have killed the customer. He'd have killed the customer, and then he would have took his car and left. He wouldn't have went in the store and robbed it. I think that robbery was a statement, and I think Lester Campbell was the person that was the target. And Rhonda Denson, they know both of these people. They killed her and then took money and stuff because it was there. That's just my opinion, but either way, it shouldn't have happened. 3 lives lost. The customer was just out there getting gas. He was the first one killed because he came around the corner, saw him, shot him, then ran in there and did what he did with them. This is crazy. And another thing that's crazy? Mississippi has a bad history, and it's a recorded history, with how they treated black folk back in the day. Now, I went to school in Mississippi, never had no problems in the 90s, right? But for Mississippi to be this bad place with all of this negative connotation with how they did black folk is crazy how this black dude went down there and committed that crazy crime. If they killing black folk and doing all of that stuff, like you hear about or heard about in the past, why would you fucking be down there doing that shit? That's just something I was thinking about. But anyway, this guy's locked up. I don't think he's a shooter. They don't think he's a shooter. His charges show it. I think he had beef with and he hired a gunman, and the gunman got away. Now, they showed that this guy is arrested. They named him. I'm more than sure they know the name of the other person, but they're not going to put it out in public because it gives somebody time to escape or whatever. And I'm sure he knows where he's at. He already told. So in the next couple of days, you could probably expect somebody else getting arrested as well. I had to dig to find this. And I mean, it's good news. Somebody's held accountable that was a participant, whether it was directly or indirectly, in the death of 3 people that should still be here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and happy Friday.